My mother recently passed away. She has a will. Myself, my brothers, and my sister inherit her estate. She has a very small estate. However, she does have a home with a reverse mortgage on it, which I have lived in for several years. My first question is, do we have to put her will into probate?
Well, in order to have it properly probated, you do actually have to put the will into the court system, because then the court has jurisdiction over that will. So basically, when you have a will, that's just basically telling the courts and everyone else what you want done to your property. And a judge will abide by that will if it's actually done properly. I think there's two witnesses, a certain clause that has to be in there, and if it was done correctly under the laws of the state of Florida, it'd be recognized as being valid. Ted, it's a great point, because she said the estate was relatively small. So you have a summary administration
Right.
that you possibly could look at, and I believe the threshold for that is $75,000 or less. But the reverse mortgage issue, obviously that was your mother's homestead. That would pass outside of probate if there were no liens or mortgages attached to it. But now that you got a reverse mortgage, you
You're
have the
still going to have
issue.
to deal with that mortgage, and there's two processes that you're really dealing with in any estate. You're trying to get rid of the assets. The only way to change title of the things that were held in your mother's name is through that probate process, and it tells the assets where to go. The will's telling the state of Florida that your assets are going to go between you and your two siblings. But it's also to deal with creditor claims and to get those round up, because you and your two siblings are not responsible for the debts of your mother, but they have to be accounted for in the delving out of the assets before you get anything. And in this particular case, where you have a secured interest such as a reverse mortgage, that's going to have to be dealt with and satisfied before you would be able to take that home. So it's an orderly process to get rid of both the assets and to deal with the liabilities. So you're going to need to probate that will and to get that in there. And you're going to need to put that mortgage company on notice and any other creditors on notice as well, so that you can get those things resolved quickly.